Awareness is, for me, to be in the present moment. So when I'm talking to you, I be here. And I feel all the environment. I smell the air, I hear the sounds, and I know how I feel, and I know how this environment is about. And I'm not thinking about how do perceive me people in the camera. Or I'm not thinking about, the past. How did I sleep last night? I be here. I be aware. I know how I stand. I know how be connected. I know how we are connected. And I'm just here. I be aware of what I'm doing here. That is awareness. There is a big trend called Mindfulness in America. And I think it is good in a way, but it's also sometimes been misused. So what the good part of it is that people be trained by giving them an opportunity inside of companies to meditate, to collaborate, so different system, not competing system, collaboration system, that they can decide and measure upon their own results. That are ways of creating awareness first for yourself through meditation practices, and they're doing exercises in nature as well, so that they are connecting with the nature. And then, also taking this wisdom and experience and bringing it into the company. That is the part of bringing consciousness. Who does this? Companies like SAP is doing that. Companies like Google are doing that in certain parts. There are companies like Patagonia who is doing that, outdoor. So there are companies like Eileen Fisher, it's a fashion company in America, who is doing that. Companies in India, pharmaceutical company Chipla, they are doing that. So there are a lot of companies already, listed companies, mid-sized companies, smaller companies who are doing that. I was last year in January in New York and hold a speech in an investment company, Tokyo Bank. And they have a large, mindfulness group there who are doing meditation. And when I'm asked them, why are they doing it? They said, because we want to increase productivity, we want to increase creativity and innovation, and we want to reduce the rates when people get sick. What they do is they're using mindfulness to stabilize the system which, on the first hand, made these people sick. So you create a system which makes people sick, and then you're using a mindfulness part that they can survive in a sick system. What I think we should do and we need to do in this world, we need to take a meta view and changing the system, so that the system is not making people sick but contributing to people. And then we can use mindfulness techniques to go even beyond that and develop much more the people and the environment and the company. So I believe that we need to work with these big organizations, with leaders, and there are some leaders who are already committed that they want to change the system. How can you change a system? I think one of the things, you should set a clear intention. What do you want to do with this company? Why are you doing it? Secondly is, you should have not a growth expectation. Google, for instance, or Adobe or Apple, they all have a growth expectation per year, 20%. So each year they want to grow by 20%. Which means there's a lot of stress of people because they have to produce more and more and more and more. And I don't believe that growth should be a determined goal. It can happen, but it shouldn't be the only goal. And that is what most of these companies set for their goal, 20% plus year-over-year growth. So you should convince, and that is not easy, leaders to say, we are no longer going this direction. That is why I believe that really profound change will happen in mid-size and smaller companies. It will be a grassroots movement, which then becomes so big as a movement that others will follow. But the big companies might follow, but at the moment to change their course, it's very difficult.